playing, it's muffled out like characters' voices and stuff when I'm talking. So I've been muting my mic a lot if they're sounding game, but it's really cutting down on, you know, the enjoyment. And it's telling me I'm offline. It's thinking if I'm streaming or not. I double check now because I played a shitload and it wasn't. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it is. It seems to be. We'll double check again in a moment. Yeah, I fed some stuff.
I'm on a cleaning service.
Yeah, I filled up my bank.
Worried about the locals? I honestly can't tell you the safest spot. There's somewhat of an unspoken code down here.
Almost got enough for bank space. But I don't know. Got natural water. Don't really need that because I can get natural water easy. Take that out. I deposited a lot because I was trying to please the guy and, you know, stop spamming me with attack. I don't need the maple bow. I don't know if this is the one that's kind of like the red one or not. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here I can get rid of. Wish I could see, you know, what each is, but I'll have to take it out and go through it and all that shit. What was it again I was going to check out? Chest, yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was going to get rid of. Like, yeah, it adds quite a bit of stamina. Keeping the health one, just because that seems to be my problem. That and... stamina. Sell some shit at the merchant, though.
I try my best to sell them.
There was another iron helm I took out. There was like Iron Helmet Magica. Yeah, I gotta go through these two. Well, I didn't realize how many shoes and shit I had. Yeah. I like those, so I'll keep them. Oh yeah, I was gonna get rid of that too. It's my old prophet shield. Should get stuff.
I don't deal with it.
Yeah, I'll go to the Waste Shrine, find out what's going on. I haven't seen those two ladies online since, but I'm thinking it's probably because I was playing so late. Yeah, we didn't get as much storm as it called for. We got high winds, but not as much snow. And it's calling for a storm to start early Monday morning, which, you know, this morning because it's after midnight now. And that's supposed to be the worst bit. And then it's supposed to be mixed precipitation throughout the day. And snowfall warning, 20 to 30 centimeters. And freezing drizzle, which I've never heard before on Tuesday morning. Some kind of like, yeah, it's maybe an unusually long load time. Yeah, it's oh, like I have a lot of stuff coming Tuesday. Like my coat racks I ordered, and guy's really motoring, and my oh, I've been affected by something. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, like how Battlemaster or even or Riven or whatever it is like all over the fucking world. Steel bread. Trying to remember where the silt. Gonna leave ore stuff get over. Yeah, not sure now. But yeah, so it's like, even if it was Wednesday, then I could put together my stuff and deal with that beforehand. Nah, I'm not gonna put together the coat rack. I got, like, I have two coat rack, well, garment racks that I hang my, like, hoodies and jackets and jeans on and stuff, because I don't really have a closet. And my dresser drawer, you know, if I filled it full of jeans and hoodies, there wouldn't be any dresser. So I hang them up, and it decided to collapse. The cheap one did. I have two. I have a cheaper one and a better quality double-railed one, which was, they're both from Sears, which means I can't do anything about, you know, a warranty or anything there. It is because Sears is no more. And so yeah, I put my hoodies on it. And I went up, and one side was drooped down, and I thought, oh fuck. So I got it unscrewed and adjusted it and fixed it and all that and put it up, and made sure the bottom rungs were in, because that was the main, what is usually a problem, is the,
Mountain all of Vardenfell, right here. And see what's available today.
I'm happy with my horsey I got for free. So, you know, like, there's these two bottom bars, like metal bars, that they don't connect in that far, so they pop out if occasionally, especially if it was like collapsing, and then it would, they'd pop out by it leaning.
Farther away. That's probably a good idea. I can take you as far as Nisus.
I can go all the way to Nisus.
Do either of those locations interest you?
Yes, I want to go to Nisus again. I really only left because I need it. The bank and shit. I'm tempted to get the ESO Plus now that I've been playing pretty much at least 3 times a week. Because it seems more worth it if I'm getting use out of it. But I don't know. We'll see the funds. I just spent about $340 on my cat, so. But yeah, so I put it together, made sure everything was alright, and I went back up, and it was slid down again. And there was nothing popped out or anything this time, so I was just like, oh. So I couldn't get it unscrewed to adjust it, like, in the span of a few days it just got so tight. So my uncle, I took it to my uncle and he put it in the vise and used a wrench to get the adjust things unscrewed. And so yeah, I put it together and I'm like, okay, well that should be good. Sliding down again, so I'm like, oh fuck. I only paid $15 back when I got it, which was about it was early to mid 2000s. So I, you know, I was like, oh fuck, I'll replace it. So I looked on Amazon, looked at a bunch of them. There's one I first ordered, then I canceled it because I seen one that had better ratings for about $10 cheaper, so I ordered the $10 cheaper one that had better ratings. And was to come Tuesday, well, tomorrow now, and I was like, okay, good. And no, not good, because the other one, the double rail one, I went up and the top part of the plastic had cracked, like the thing that the top rail sits on. So it's like, oh, I thought about taking part of the one that I'm getting rid of. I'm gonna go to this one. And you know, then so I plan to do that, and then I looked on eBay and there was a seller that had Sunbeam ones. Sunbeam's a fairly good brand. For about the same as it would have been, like, was for the single rail one that I ordered from Amazon. So I was like, okay, well, we'll, like the first one I ordered, the one I canceled. I was like, oh, okay, we'll, you know, I'll order that. So I ordered that. And then I was thinking, well, if I'm replacing the, you know, the double rail one, because this one is even better than the one I had, because it has a rail in the center too, like it has like a bar to protect it. Okay, I should order 2, and then I could hang up even more stuff. Like, I have some dress pants and stuff that I usually keep in a vacuum bag that I could hang up, so I could have. I don't know which way I'm pointing. I'm too close to other things. So I was like, okay, well, I'll see about ordering another one at the end of the month. I'm going down. And then I went to check on my order and I saw the seller has updated the listing, but you could still view the listing as it was when you purchased. So I was like, oh, well. Yeah, I'm going this way because I don't think I can get around the rocks that way. I want to go closer to Red Mountain. So I was like, oh, well. And so I looked and it was 2 left in stock. And I was like, oh, well. I'll have to see. And then it had last one in stock. So I was like, oh, shit. So I ended up ordering it on pay after delivery, because sometimes PayPal in Canada still does pay after delivery, depending on the item. And you can tell you're getting close to the... Oh, we're all the way down to Alderaan. I'll probably steal some soul gems. Go in that way and get stuck again. He's got me in like a thing. I have to take down the Feral Guardian. Oh, that was a person. I wasn't really that scared of being killed, but thank you. Thank you. I always forget which button it is because it's different than the Overwatch buttons. So I ended up buying a second one. Because I was like, well, you know. Because I was looking on eBay, and there's other ones listed, the Sunbeam ones, but they want like a ridiculous amount of shipping, which is usually the case of things. Because, you know, American and Canadian, they really, sometimes. How much was that again? 7%. So I was like, fuck. I'll get it while I can, because, like, there was one that was, like, the same price, but then it was $101 shipping. It's like, for a flat-packed, garment rack, I'm kind of, like, I don't think it'd be that much if you sent it by courier. So, I ended up, and there was some that were like $70 plus like $50 shipping and stuff, and it was like, yeah, we'll stick with the $48 altogether one, like with shipping. And the seller had good ratings, so then got back to me when I was like, oh, can I combine shipping and buy a second one? Like, no, I don't do combined shipping. Kind of wondering what that quest is.
Ah, a fellow outsider in this inhospitable sea of ash. I wonder if we might help each other. Drelth Hilarion of House Revelry at your service. Though I doubt I'll be very useful here. This is Ashlander country, and they've made it clear I'm not welcome. It's my fault, really. I made a mess of their customs when I arrived. I'm researching for my family's ancestral tomb, you see. My research led me here, to Alderaan. It's hard to believe, but I think my family may have settled here for a time. When I arrived, I immediately started asking questions. I was overzealous. Unfortunately, yes. I wonder if we might aid each other. Despite my missteps, I do know a great deal about Ashlander culture. I could help you earn their favor. In return, you could find out if they know anything about my family's tomb. First, pay respect to Farsia Quamtar. She walks the Red Path this year, and it's customary to wish her well. Request to take part in the offering to the first Ashkans. Do that, and you should be able to ask their wise woman about the tomb. You'll see a great bonfire in the middle of the camp. She'll be there. Look for the woman with the blindfold. Part of the ritual honoring her ascension from Farseer to Wise Woman. The Wise Women guide the Ashlanders on matters of faith. Even the Ashkans defer to them. The blindfold represents the need to look beyond what the eyes can see. The annual pilgrimage to honor the fall of Scar, the great Emperor Crab. The Ashlanders claim their ancestors united to bring the beast down. They gather here to celebrate the victory and bring offerings to the cairns of the first Ashkans. Fathers of the 4 largest Ashlander tribes. Long ago, they united the Velothi people under one banner to kill Scar. The tribes often quarrel, but during a celebration they greet each other as friends. I wish the houses had such a custom. Yes, the Hilaron ancestral tomb. My family's crypt has been lost for centuries. Most of my kinsmen gave up searching for it decades ago. They assume it's been destroyed or lies too deeply buried, but I remain optimistic. I discovered a tablet hidden away in an ancient Velothi temple. It contained a cryptic reference to my family. In the shadow of Scar, we found our home. The Ashlanders call the last Emperor Crab Scar, so the tomb must be nearby. The tribes gather here every year beneath Scar to pay tribute to the first Ashkans. Do you know the old Velothi saying, all stones speak the truth? Well, no one knows these stones better than the Ashlanders.
I'm kind of worried he might be, trying to find it to loot it, but I kind of like where he actually does think of their customs. I'm guessing he probably...
First, pay respect to Farsia Quamtar. She walks the Red Path this year, and it's customary to wish her well. Request to take part in the offering to the first Ashkans.
I'm guessing, like, where he knows all the information, he's probably at least somewhat more respectful than fucking Narcissus Dren. Apparently there's another quest with Narcissus Dren. Yeah, so I ordered the second one. So I'm like, well, let's keep... I was going to return the single one I ordered that's coming Tuesday, and then it's like, I looked on Amazon, and it's gone up in price. Like, over half. Like, it's pretty much doubled in price, so like, well, I guess I'll keep the one I got. And if I need it for a spare, like if something like this happens again where I go up and it's collapsed or the plastic's broke, like the plastic just went brittle over time, then I can have, spare to, so my clothes aren't, in a heap again. I thought she'd be around here, but I guess not. Yeah. I want to steal your fish. I want to see where. Waggle eyebrows. Yeah, I knew that there was like the gathering communion thing because of the other quest I'm doing that I haven't done in months. Yeah, I think Vivek's probably pissed by now. Oh, it's urgent. My power's waning. Gotta come check on these things so I can find out. And then it's like about 8 months later, maybe. There was someone to talk to. Wasn't it? It was like, there we go.
Beware of Mana, Outlander. He watches over the cairn of the first Ashkan of the Erebin Imson, and will not take kindly to those who disturb his prayers.
I like from the standpoint of character design. The Ashlanders, like, they're not made to look like different, you know, like than just everyone else. Like, they wear different clothes and stuff, but actually they're dressed kind of like from Borderlands. But I mean, they're not like, they're shown as like, because so many fucking types of games like this, they're like, oh, this is the barbarian culture, and you know, or like the like comparison to you know, Native Americans and whatnot, Aboriginals, and it's like, yeah, they didn't do that this way. I have no fucking clue. Check my map. Oh, above. That makes sense now. There's some guars being patient. See, I ended up spending like twice as much as I planned to spend on garment racks. Now I have to order that cart from. Interesting character.
Your footsteps are as loud as a Kaguri's. What is it you want, Outlander? Have you now? Then you have my thanks, and my curiosity also. Outsiders rarely show us such respect. When they do, it is always because they want something. What do you want, I wonder? Remarkable. You would honor our ancestors. Very well. I give you my blessing. You hesitate. Shall I explain the custom? Each of the 4 great tribes seek a unique and worthy offering. You must place the gift at the foot of each Ashkan's cairn. For Ahemusa, an ashen fern. For Erebin Imsum, the weapon of an exile slain by your hand. For Urshilaku, the bones of a Gwar returned to ash. And for Zainab, the hidden treasure of a Kwama queen. We will see how much fire you hold in your heart. Yes, though becoming is a clumsy word for it. Every daughter of Veloth has worth. When we learn to speak with our water tongue and read the truth in the stones, we also learn the truth of our hearts. The truth is, we have been wise all along. If you seek further guidance, or wish to know more about the significance of these offerings, you should speak with members of each tribe. Approach them with the same respect you have shown me, and you will not be treated unfairly.
Good, I want to find out more information. Yeah, that was a weird looking player character. Usually like people are like, oh, they want to be idealized selves. And that guy's like, oh, I'm just gonna be an old guy riding a horse.
We must adapt if we are to survive. Why can't the others see it?
Yeah, it's a shame I get a bounty for eating the stew.
Our stock is modest, but of the highest quality. You may look it over if you wish.
Yeah, I want to talk to people from the tribes. Find out about why each is which. I like how she is wearing it, but it finally makes her look as burly as I tried to make her look. Like, even Shia is, can't go in there yet, is more idealized. Like, I'd love her to have pink hair, but whatever. Yeah, we'll go to each place. Been to quite a few. I haven't been to the ones on this side. Like, I found the Yoshoka camp, and the Aldruin one. But there's quite a few I'm missing, but I don't think I have to go all that way to do that. Because that'd be kind of pointless to be like, oh yeah, I can go talk to people and then travel all over the fucking world. I think they're probably here around the meeting places.
Weakness has no home in the Erebor Imson.
Yeah, I was tempted to tonight do the whole try to find a way to cure that werewolf bite. Yeah, Walmart had in the summer they had these like coral colored sternolite or sterilite, I don't know how it's pronounced, carts, like, you know, the little carts with wheels, plastic drawers. And they had one in bright coral, which I'm quite fond of coral colors. So I was like, oh, well, I don't know if I need that. And then when I got rid of clothes, like I got rid of 4 bags this summer. I got more I gotta go through, but I just put in bags like clothes, like a lot of clothes is good that I kept that I wasn't sure if I'd fit into again because without being diagnosed, so there's a lot of stuff I kept that because I didn't know, you know, about what I could wear and what I couldn't. I want to go ask people. She wouldn't say that if there wasn't something I could do to ask people. Well, then again, we're so close to... I'll try it. I'm gonna go to the Alderuin one. So yeah, I got rid of clothes and that's all, like, oh, I have space for that cart now. I'm like, oh, get it and get put like towels in it and stuff. Because right now my towels are in like a vacuum bag as well. So it's like, oh well, that'd be good. Yeah, where's the camp? Yeah, they're like right, like not around the Red Mountain. They're out near where like the overflow was. Because I've seen like lava rock around. Well, I want to talk to you guys. I want to ask questions about why you want what you are requesting me to give. It would be so weird when I play the rest of the game. After spending all this time with Dark Elves, like, yeah, there's the occasional, like, Wood Elf, and High Elf, and Nord, and Breton, and, you know, Imperial, all that, and Argonian, Khajiit, but it's like, I think this is similar to what I got on compared to the other ones. Like big light colors, draping robes, blue tone. Yeah, I don't fucking get who I'm supposed to talk to, because it's not letting me talk to anyone here. Go back to Eldoran. Or I might see, switch level. Yeah, I love how it's all houses because I got that now. I like how I'm just here on this little bit and everything else is all over the place. I don't know where. There's there. Don't know where the Daggerfall is. That's the thing. Stay Moist Mansion. Yeah, who knows? I'm gonna go to the Way Shrine, go back, talk around there, but not feeling it as much as I was. And the mainland probably doesn't have silt striders. Okay. Like, I know I can get the exile, no problem. Yeah, I don't know. Talk to them, I guess. Oh, this exiles are the other camp. Oh. Oh, people are hanging out here. Take the soul gem. Get coins. Run away. Take the bread too. I want to get the handler down before the other one. Because of that. I guess nothing. Not where's Alderaan? Wet ditch. Okay. It's getting annoying.
Careful where you step. This land drank the blood of our Hanusa heroes. I would not want it to drink yours as well. We seek silence and deliverance. The open path, a stiff breeze, the crunch of lava stone beneath our feet, the sighing heat of the fire river. There is no greater wealth, no greater comfort. Outsiders bring nothing but noise and sorrow. In their hearts, yes. In their minds, no. The other Ashlanders busy themselves with prophecy and war. Eyes always on the horizon and never on their feet. But that matters little. As long as they leave us alone, we remain content.
I assumed I'd discovered it ages ago, but I guess not. It's still black on my map. Yeah, I have discovered it.
Beware of Mana.
Life in the ash can be dead for outsiders. You will need what I sell if you hope to survive.
Is there anything backing that up, or you just be like, oh, you know, calling some outlanders by saying, you know, you won't survive if you don't buy my wares. Who knows? Talk to you again.
Quanta's allowing you to take part in the celebration. Excellent. It's essential that you follow her instructions to the letter. Ashlanders are sticklers for the rules, believe me.
Yeah, I don't fucking know. What gets me, the worshipping thing is so ridiculous looking, like the emote. Stew looks good. Stew sounds good, actually. I had garlic fingers for supper, and Wasn't really what I wanted, but I ate them because I bought them on Thursday. I wanted to use them up.
If you insist on lingering here, bear your calls. The Zainab do not suffer guests who hide their hands. There is little to learn. We put on no airs. We have no taste for secrets. Only hard work matters. The other tribes burden themselves with resentments and sour traditions. Not us. We speak little. Our labors speak for us. Hunting, mining, droving. Any task that brings prosperity to the tribe. Work brings abundance. Laziness brings death. That is the law of the wastes.
He's wearing gloves. So yeah, I guess it must be different places around here. I found 2 of them. So it must be more. Right in the middle of nowhere. Look for candles or... We'll go investigate up here. Problem is my back's starting to get really sore. Like, I don't know how much longer I can keep this up. See, I have no fucking clue what the weather's gonna be like. I know they preemptively have taken the buses off and the mall's not opening. They're gonna reassess at noon. If they're gonna open at all. Depending on the weather. So who knows? Yeah, I don't see anything around here that'd be considered a jeweled cuddle. Yeah, what's getting me about the Ashlanders, the 2 I've talked to, it's like they kind of seem to want the same thing, but it's like they're just going about different ways. I think I've talked to him.
If you insist on lingering here, bear your calls.
Reminds me a bit of the Zarbi, though. From Doctor Who. This is his name and his... Yeah, there's been a few things I'm trying to process trauma from lately, like that guy that, like, you know, forced the werewolf bite on me, you know, violated against, you know, my saying no, forcing me on the main quest, etc., etc. And how many times he just kept spamming attack at me when I was talking to, like, so it's like, You know, there's a lot of, you know, don't overreact just a game, you know. But it's like, no, that really upset me. And like, with the, my ex-boss, I've been trying to deal with like how many red flags I like got tinged at, but ignored because, you know, looks like he's asleep, staring at the flame. But, you know, like, because I was grateful for the opportunity to have all the responsibility stuff and different things. But, and looking back, like, it wouldn't have changed anything. I still would have resigned. It just would have resigned sooner. And I wouldn't have had that bloat. Maybe I could, you know, deal with her without the panic or anything. Because her email, when I told her I intended to resign, was just horrible. It was utterly fucked up. Like, it was extremely unprofessional, extremely inappropriate. I thought that was Candace for a second. And it's like, I've actually fought these before. I like how in Morrowind now there's like not just Daedra roaming around in countrysides, but like in Oblivion it was like the new catastrophe was happening because they were hanging around. But yeah, so it's like there's a lot of, you know, being kind on myself and accepting, you know, this is upsetting to me now, when at the time it wasn't as upsetting to me because I didn't, you know, hadn't processed much, and I'm probably going way the wrong way, but whatever. Oh, I thought he wasn't attacking me. I thought he changed his mind. I guess he was just getting behind the tree to attack me. Because, like, there's things like, I was looking for a picture of my cats and their sweaters, and it had, like, in the same album was, like, stuff from the James house, and I was like, that made me kind of panicked a bit. And it's like, that's alright. Because, like, there was little things she had said over, like, the course, or little things she had asked or did, and it, you know, I was like, oh, I guess that was just the way she is. But it's like, I wish I had left so much sooner. Oh my god. But there's, like, the accepting, you know, like, oh, it was harassment. Like, and just how much she fucking contacted me when on days I was unavailable, and I fucking, you know, I told her I was unavailable. Sometimes weeks and months in advance. Like, I kept sending her my work schedule. I had two copies printed off. I gave her one, I posted one on the office bulletin board, and it's like, you know, sanctioned murder. Yeah, lore book. Yeah, it's on the Morag Tong. That's what I figured. But yeah, there's like, there's a lot I was in, like, you know, well, I'm a young person getting into this career field. I should be grateful. But there was a lot, like, I've been going through my, like my messages and stuff, like, when I got that one from her just recently. Oh, what's the house guard doing here? And, like, just scrolling up at her messages, there was a lot, like, you know, that I dismissed as, you know, someone not knowing how to text or anything as, like, passive-aggressive, but, you know, like, that generation usually makes really bad texting decisions. But looking back, like, the just sheer amount that she'd contact me on days I was working, and not really days when I was off. Like, if it was in both times, it would have been different, but it was mostly the days she knew I was working, like, 11-hour shifts, and was not available. But she still contacted me. Like, first how it would go would be, she'd send me a text, or a few texts, and it would be, you know, like, oh, well, you know, oh, and I was like, oh, and if it didn't arrive before my morning, like my lunch break, I'd get it by my supper break and respond. But if I missed the window, like when she was expecting our response, I'm guessing this is where I have to go for the jewel cutout because there's a lot of korma. She'd call and leave a voicemail, and it's kind of like, you know, well, I'll get it on my break. Sometimes I didn't listen to it, I let it go because I'm terrible at listening to voicemails. Because I only had like a half-hour break, so like, I'm not doing my time for things like that. That mushroom looks a bit like the bottom of a sunflower when they're drying out. Lisa Mercer didn't think I was fucking attacking her. That's why I'm only using single instead of using my usual soul magic. But yeah, so she'd call, and if I didn't get it, you know, I'd call, like, after work or whatnot. But usually, if I didn't get the call, then she'd email me. And it was like, so I could respond email a lot better, and she seemed to have more wait time than me doing emails, because it was like, oh, well, you know, she expected a longer wait time instead of the instantaneous calling or texting. I wonder where that merchant went. So, email, usually I could get to it on my break, or if it was near the end of the day, I'd do it while I was working, because, you know, usually by then, I didn't want to start any new work because it was going to be, you know, too late in the day for it. And a lot of businesses aren't open after, so if I had to make phone calls, I wouldn't be able to make phone calls then. So I'd usually, you know, that's when I check my own personal email, because sometimes the other receptionist would email me if she forgot to tell me something or whatnot, so I check that. And if she was not happy that I hadn't responded to her email, like the ex-boss, then she would send me Facebook messages. Now, I logged into Facebook quite often when I was working because they had reviews and Facebook comments on the site, and usually if there was something going on, I'd want to have like a heads up, like if someone was very disgruntled and they were going to be calling or emailing, or had claimed that they were emailing and actually hadn't, you know, get the heads up, because and at the time there was still enabled reviews. The manager made us disable reviews and wanted to get rid of comments. Actually, he really, really wanted the Facebook page deleted, which was really fucked up. the board disagreed with him, but he thought himself, like, oh, well, I'm going to get rid of the Facebook page. They don't need all that information. He hated transparency. Like, he did not want to give any statements, and it was like... The problem was it ended up making you look shadier if nothing's wrong's going on, but you still don't want to provide a statement or talk to people. And he would really talk down to people if they, you know, had contacted and been asked to speak to the manager. Like, there was no customer service whatsoever, and it was like... And he's like, oh, you can take it or leave it. And he thought it was funny. Like, people being upset about things. Like, some of the things were stupid. But it was just his, like, enjoyment at, like, this, like, you know, pretty much animals behaving badly is what he kind of acted like customers were. So... Knowing that I got an attack that can heal myself is so great now. I didn't want to kill you, Scrib, but you're attacking me, so I kind of got to. But yeah, so it was kind of like I'd be checking the Facebook. And I have to log in to check the Facebook. So, I'd be logged in. So, my boss would see me, you know, online, and it was like, okay, well, Facebook messaged me. And if I didn't respond to the Facebook message, that's when it got really fucking, you know, harassing. Because she'd either land here and asked, you know, if I was around, or at my mother's, or there was a few times the summer student called me at the office number asking to speak to me. Like, seriously, like, it was so fucked up. So it's like, and when I said, like, no, please don't call me at the office number, it's like, oh, well, Kathy told me that it was alright. And I, like, finally told her, like, no, do not call me at the office number. Like, seriously, it could impact my fucking job. There was this former worker, I thought, too. So yeah, she stopped. But there was points where some of the messages would be, you know, like, get your stuff together, I'll come pick you up if you need to drive. Just, like, expecting me to up and leave work. And I worked 3 to 4 days a week. And it was always Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and sometimes Wednesday. Yeah, this is a Red Queen compared to the other one. I thought I'd done enough damage to take that one down, but apparently not. I'm kind of tempted to warp out of here to take the coin hit. Yeah, we're just gonna hoof it. Like how arrogant can you be to, like, it was a volunteer job, like, it wasn't paid. To be like, oh yeah, get your things, leave your paid job, I'll come pick you up. Like, and that, like, that's what I mean, like, the hindsight. I refuse to give her my, can I crawl over there? Is that how I get out? I don't know how I get out. No. I refused to give her the address to the office, because it wasn't at the main gates or anything, it was in, like, I always joked it was like a compound outside of the park, but it wasn't in the park. You had to have, like, it was a different address. Like, I go into the park for, like, information or my breaks and stuff, but there was a lot of, you know, you'd probably die, but I don't really care. I went the wrong way. I think it was the other way I was supposed to go. I gotta do some damage. Heal myself. So yeah, it was like, that was kind of like, you know, don't tell her how to get to there, because when we were doing the C-map, she'd show up at my house, just like, oh yeah, we'll go work on this, no calling or anything, and I was worried she'd do that to the park. So I didn't give her that information, and I am so fucking glad I didn't. Yeah, that seems like the way I get out, but I have no fucking clue. Just want to leave. Oh yeah, we're on the right track now. Hope anyway. So yeah, it's like coming to terms with the trauma. Because I didn't have, like, I mostly just, you know, chalked it up as being part of what I need to put up with. So it was kind of like, so there was that. And then there would be a few snide remarks, and it was kind of like, she snapped at me once, because she deemed I was, you know, not focusing on what she wanted to focus on. It's like, okay then. So yeah. There'd be a lot of things like, she didn't do the CMAP questions, but yet she, you know, I worked my ass off to do the CMAP stuff. I'm being attacked. I gotta deal with the Korma, don't I say as I get barreled over. We're kind of from the wrong side. And wash my hair tonight too. Don't want to risk a full blown bath because it's. I'm worried that the wind might start suddenly whipping and lose power, or they'll lose power outside the area, and. Feeding the chicken, suddenly have to get your bow. But yeah, the worst thing about besides, oh man, after I resigned, it was like, let's keep forwarding your work stuff. Let's keep, you know. Oh, there's a tomb thing I haven't discovered yet. Yeah, I've got myself into way too much shit. Oh, there's someone else here. Oh. Yeah. I thought that was someone attacking. That was someone actually healing. It was one of the other anyways. I think that's where I have to go to. For the weapon of an exiled Ashlander. Look how they had this like attack on sight mentality, and it's like after I resigned, it was just like, let's keep sending her work stuff. Let's drop stuff off at her house. Like, oh no, that's not causing stress. Oh, I can't fight that. Shit, we're not gonna fight that. I thought that was a Gwar or something, or a Lit, or that cliff stride that was hanging around. It was thinking about chasing me. There's the phone war. Oh shit. Yeah, bitch. But what really creeped me out was following behind her car that night with her van, because it was branded vans. I knew it was her. Like, followed us like 2 streets. Like, I don't know if that was, you know, coincidence or what, but it creeped me out. So then I got the phone call from the Jameses that freaked me right out, because it was from it was Fran wanting the password to the work email. Kathy was refusing to give it to her. It made me kind of like, are you following us and like chasing behind us because you don't want me to give Kathy that, or Fran, that password? So it creeped me out. Kinda want to just go back to try to find the other people I'm supposed to talk to. Well, I'm not supposed to, but I'm told I can't talk to the other 2 tribes. Yeah, it's kind of, now I can process it, because I couldn't process it initially, because 1, she wouldn't leave me alone, 2, I didn't have any support, like from support worker or not, because my employment maintenance specialist was leaving, and the one that took over one of the other positions just like fucking did not give a flying fuck about like my needs. It was kind of like, let's put you in a box and like try to, you know, unwise decisions. And then like, well, you're not doing what I want you to do. Like, and even though you're doing stuff, like you just had an interview and whatnot, like I'm just gonna say you don't want to look for work and be done with you. So that was kind of like, I had no support. Like, I had support from people I knew, like friends and stuff online and stuff, but it was like, just now I'm finally able to process that because I have the distance. Like, I have the distance to have been furious as hell when she emailed me, asked me to do work stuff last month, like in February. Like, and back then I would have just panicked. This time I was like fucking pissed. But looking back at my email, like my text messages stuff, there was like so many each day. And then there'd be like, when I would look at like comparing it to, like if I checked a day that was, you know, like a Thursday, Friday, or Saturday, there would be less when I scrolled through it. And I wouldn't be able to even scroll through it initially because I was just like fucking panicked all the time. I was in like survival mode. 2 more people around here before I do any more, because I know when I get doing it, I'll probably be forced to, you know, finish talking, do the quest instead of doing anything else. Yeah, I think I'm probably done because it's getting late. But yeah, like, it took me a long time, like, with the stalking and stuff to process it, because a big problem I had was a lot of fucking friends still, like mutual friends. Oh, here's someone.
If you come to pay your respects to the first Ashkan, do so quickly and move on. The Ursulaku's patience is not without limits. We sing the truth songs. The truth of the 3 blasphemers, and the Daedra, and the Nerevarine. The houses hate us most of all. Because we do not forget the truth of Nerevar. We know that the tribunal will pass like wood smoke, driven away by the raging winds of the Incarnate. Vec, Sothasil, and the Madwife know this as well. They seek to silence us, but they always fail.
That explains a lot why they're up by Nisus. Yeah, I have one more to find. Yeah, I was stalking, like, I had a lot of friends that were from the same, like, friend group still, or, like, mutual friends, or, you know, people that didn't speak up or anything. I was scared to talk to because, you know, or say anything around because I didn't want, you know, because there's the whole, you know, complacency, like, not saying anything kind of the same as, you know, approving of it. So, it took me quite a while to actually process it, especially since, again, there was no fucking break from it. It was constant from, like, 2011 to 2018 even. Like, I still get, like, statistics hits from her sometimes. One thing she was trying to do, like, the sneaky thing where it was using the Google catch of a page to view my stuff instead of, you know, actually going to my page as if, you know, well, that wouldn't, you know, oh, well, you won't see it. And it's like, well, I have, you know, my statistics hits actually did anything that, you know, even about her, like, there'd be times, like, I, you know, most of the time, there's nothing, it was just, you know, the wanting to have control, wanting to, you know, show that she was watching. That was a fucked up thing. Again, she'd go to my, like, old live journals from, like, when I was part of Justice for Sun, like this parody Phoenix Wright roleplay group, and view, like, a journal I hadn't logged into for, like, 6 years, and if I checked the statistics, there'd be, like, hits from her viewing it, like the live journal My Guess. It was so fucking fucked up.
If you insist on lingering here, bare your palms. The sun...
You've strayed into the wrong camp, Noir. The Erebin greet Outlanders with steel, not pleasantries. Pay respect, leave, or die. We speak death for the enemies of the Ashlanders. The Velothi people face threats on all sides. Beasts, Daedra, House Scum, while the Zainab and Ahumusa and Ursulaku prey and gather roots. We hunt and kill. We keep the Ashlanders safe. The tribe shows mercy when it suits us. For example, you still have your tongue. The Wastes do not suffer fools, Noir. Nor do we.
Yeah, we found the tomb that the guy's looking for. I was gonna leave it. It's one of the people I live with get up, so I was like, oh wait. Now I found this, I'm like, I'll investigate. Not much different than the Voluth tomb. Oh. Oh, the shit's not good down here. Yeah, I liked how that guy was like warning me about. They'll probably attack me, won't they? Yeah. Apparently they got... I shouldn't be able to fight ghosts, but whatever. Yeah, that was creepy. It was like seeing, you know, like before and after. Yeah, I wonder if I can go back and like tell them I found it. Probably not. Probably wouldn't want me to either. Probably want me to complete the ritual anyway. Kinda don't care. My back's getting really sore. Oh, there's people here. Yeah, I probably have to pray at like each altar or something. Where's down? Where's up? Where's to leave? That's a big question. I don't want to fight you guys. I don't really feel right fighting the ghosts anyway. Yeah, one of each. All the fucking homes. There's probably someone by now that owns all of them. Yeah, Mladen, or whatever his name is, he he just made fun of us. There's a picture of him dressed as Adams in like this 2016 article, and one member said that he looked like their geography teacher, and to me he reminded me of my friend Federico. I'm gonna fall on that. I was trying to avoid that. I'm trying to avoid going there. Oh, there's a chest. Yeah, we're not going to be able to unlock that simple chest because we're getting attacked at the wazoo. But great place to stick a simple chest. There's a bunch of enemies that fucking obliterate you. I'm not here to fight you guys. Actually, I'm here to... There's someone I have to fight for. Red Exile weapon. I really don't want to fight them. I'm just trying to get away from that. Butterfly Hive Mind. But yeah, Federico Alderan is kind of alright. Alias. But yeah, I was fed Fred, as he went by. But that was another thing. I was going through that really fucking hard time with yeah, wasn't very understanding of the, just how much stress I was under and upset not wanting to be online with the, crap going on from the Echo Bazaar fallout and shit. Like, I was miserable. And his reaction was, you know, like, oh, you're not online, you're not talking to me, then, you know, well, I guess we can't be friends. Oh, it's a Redoran Knight. Trespassing. You know, like, I needed that self-care of not being online. I was so upset all the fucking time. And I had enough, like, I couldn't deal with all the people, you know, choosing choosing like someone that, you know, repeatedly, like, a lot of people had left because of them, because, you know, being uncomfortable and like not respecting consent and stuff. And it was like there was a lot of you know, people choosing to stay friends with someone that, you know, made me repeatedly feel violated. They'll probably hear me. Yeah, take off. Yeah, there's a...
You there. Keep your head down and come here. Hope you're not out looking passage off the island. The crew's on shore leave, see? The permanent kind. Probably trip over a few on the way in. Poor bastard. Ugly business. A deal gone bad. I work for an old horseman, Kartok. We're ropefish. People smugglers. Slaves pay us off the arse for a trip to the mainland. When the command of town found out, they wanted dead. Kartok told them to tusk off. Yeah. Came down on us like an arse-branded ogre. We gave as good as we got. It wasn't enough. Kartok and a few slaves fled to the cavern. Kamana gangsters right behind. Without help, they're as good as dead. Don't suppose you're the heroic type? Oh, good on you for doing this, mate. Kartok's an idiot, but he doesn't deserve what the Kamana Tong will do to him. Like I said, he went in with some slaves. Mabkur, Jari Ito, and Wiwaska. You should drag them out too. He should have made a deal. What kind of rock-headed dunce tell the Kamana Tong to eat their own small clothes? These aren't common hoods. The Tong will feed you to the slaughterfish for a hard glance, let alone insulting their mothers. Moloch knows. I mean, the Tong did have some ideas Kartak wasn't wild about. Upping the prices, chaining up the slaves en route, packing them into smaller ferries. Kartak refused to even consider it. Great time to develop a conscience, eh? Maybe. You'll have to ask him, provided he's not dead already. Kartak's a hard orc to know. I always thought he was a stone-hearted businessman. Then some horker out in the rift told me he was a big-time Covenant hero, so... what do I know? It's a syndicate. A crime family. Everyone hosts them, from Tudrek Hood on up to House Counselor. If they put their thumb on a scale, you look away. If they tell you to pick something up, you snatch it up quick and thank them for the privilege. Trust me, dangerous is an understatement. I'd kick Maroon's Dagon in the rocks before I'd talk back to the Kamana Tong. I played dead. Performance of a lifetime, if you ask me. Well, I guess those acting lessons weren't so useless after all. My mother wanted to make sure I was well-rounded. I play a mean flute, too. Wait, why are we talking about this? Oh, good on you for doing this, mate. Kartok's an idiot, but he doesn't deserve what the Kamana Tong.
Yeah, I'm not in the mood to do that quest right now. For the fern, and then I'm heading out. Oh, I seen that looked like a... That was a sky shard for a moment. Yeah, a lot of people were like, you know, it was like... They didn't speak up about the behavior, so it was like, you know, accepting of it. It's like, but a lot of it was pretty much, you know, like pretty much all of it was, you know, well, if it's not me, it doesn't matter to me. They're being nice to me, so what are your problems? What is here anyway? A lift. But then in the end, the one of the people just up and left, like eventually left, and another, like the one that stalked me, ended up being blacklisted from the group community. So it's like, you know, at least there was that. For, you know, stalking and fucking harassing and shit. And it's like, a lot of it was like, my stalker was so pissed when she was blacklisted. It was like, oh, who said that? It was like, one of the few times it was like the flash of, you know, actually like, the viciousness, like, wanting to know who the people who had said that she was stalking and harassing them were, because, and one of, her friends decided that, you know, well, must have been for me, because, you know, I don't see any. I'm gonna attack this person. I don't see any more question mark on the map, so that usually means it's in this area. So I'm gonna attack them, because it's supposed to be, you know, someone I killed myself. Guess that's not it. I haven't been to this Ashlander one before. I don't even know where they're attacking from, is the problem. There we go. Like, of course they're not going to tell you. The moderators, which did a dick poor job for years, aren't going to tell you, you know, like, who, you know, said that you were stalking and harassing them. But it was like, you know, like it was the, like, brief flash of, like, how abusive she is. Just like the, well, tell me who said that, like, so I can have a word with them. And the thing is, if that had occurred at the time when I left, it would have probably, moderators probably would have given the name so they could all talk about it amongst yourselves. Because, you know, that was the thing. Well, we're not going to actually moderate. You can deal with it amongst yourself. And if someone feels uncomfortable, it's easier for them to leave than, you know, actually cause drama by actually having to do our moderation jobs. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. It's like, I don't know what you mean, weapon of an exiled Ashlander. Because these are all exiled Ashlanders, and I could take all their weapons. I have no fucking clue what I'm supposed to find here. I like how she was actually doing butchery. There's some beets, and some fish, and some venison. But yeah, there was a bunch of people that left and were uncomfortable, and it was like, let's, like, one thing that I found creepy was, like, the sex scenes wanting to be played in public, and getting mad when the moderator, that was like the only time the moderator actually said, like, please don't do this, was when don't do that in public. Public feed. Do it on your own private journal. With, like, warning, not like behind a cut or something. So it's like, but it was like, all right. Oh, I want to see what this looks like. I bet that looks really nice. Behind a tree. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. Kind of a Wonder Woman vibe. I usually don't like the accented, you know, female chest. I really gotta get away from that tree. Yeah, I like this one the best because it's Breton, but this one I need the health. But yeah, I like that orc one. I wasn't sure if you could do range damage. In here. I wouldn't be stealing from you if you weren't, you know. Attacking me on sight. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll kill him and then I'm done for the night. I'm getting back's too sore. I have to stand up to play. Guess I just have to had to kill until I found. Okay, I'm not doing that tonight because I know it's probably going to be a big thing to do the ritual. I don't want to fight you anymore. I'm just fucking done. Cannot log it while in combat. Okay. I like the orc look. Yeah, a thing I'm learning is that, you know, stuff that would just cause me despair and panic and, you know, oh whack, now, like, I'm allowed, like, with the distance, I'm allowed to be angry, I'm allowed to process, you know, like, this was not cool, you know, I'm not at fault, like, there was a long time I blamed myself, because, you know, like, must have deserved it, but it's like, no, you know, friends saw me uncomfortable, friends saw me getting harassed, and they did nothing, and stuff shouldn't have gotten as bad as it did. Like, a lot of it, like, got as bad as because it's like, I would not say anything because it didn't matter. So there's a lot of like that, and like I put up, like even my mom, like who usually is really pissed if I quit something, was like, yeah, I wasn't gonna get after you with James' house because it was like, you know, like she would even go to my mother's house and knock on the door thinking I would be, you know, available. It's like, yeah, put up with way more than you should have. So yeah. It's a lot of kind self-care, you know, allowed to process things and distance myself when I haven't had much chance. So that's what I'm working on now. Applying for jobs, trying to get on track for my courses.